Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, in my hands is Traveling to Mars #5. This has been an amazing series, written by Mark Russell, art by Roberto Meli, colorist Chiara di Francia, lettering by Mattia Gentili. Alright, so the story of Traveling to Mars. It's the future, and this guy named Roy has been sent to be the first person to get to Mars. Corporation has hired him to get to Mars so they can plant their flag and get all the natural resources, and of course become an even more powerful, richer corporation. So Roy got sent off and chosen, not because he's a great astronaut, scientist, or anything, it's because literally he has cancer, and it's a one-way trip, so they want him to get there, plant the flag, and then he can off himself however he chooses. So the series has been really impressive so far. I went in thinking that it would be mostly satire and comedy, and while there's some of that, it really is there's much more heart to it than I expected. It is very much a philosophical comic that gets you to think a lot. It's a lot about Roy's journey and kind of his decision to take this trip, and then also just the weird corporation he's dealing with and the weirdness of the trip as a whole. So this issue, something's going on. There are blips outside the ship. So the question is, what are those blips that are happening? And really, it's also a lot of Roy reflecting on his past. As I said, the comic is a lot of heart. It's a lot of thinking about people's roles and your role and life in general. And it opens up talking about the Mars rover and its job and some stuff that'll get you think about robots that were sent off to planets, and then focuses on Roy, and we learn about him and more his relationship with his ex-wife, what happened there. Well, not really what happened there, but the beginning of what happened there, and his just kind of thinking about that. There's also again, weirdness with the corporation, what it's doing to try to keep him happy and focused, and then the reveal at the end, or the hints at the end as to what's going on. It's an excellent issue. I don't think it's necessarily the strongest of the issues so far, but it's really, really good, and I think what it really does is does a great job of kind of ending this chapter with, I'm going to guess the trade would probably wrap up with this fifth issue, and then set us off into the next kind of story arc and focus as to where things are going. As kind of like an end-to-one tease to the beginning of the next, it does an excellent job. It is really solid at kind of wrapping things up. And what I think is going to be most intriguing is maybe going back and rereading these 5 issues and seeing kind of the themes play out. It really does feel like there's a theme throughout the first 5 issues that's all focusing on our role in life, and the finality of life, and the concept that, in the end, the time that we spend on Earth and what we do is but a blip in the bigger scheme of things. We will spend more time dead than alive. A lot of positive stuff to think of, right? But the series is always fantastic. I think it leaves you consistently with something to chew on and think about. Art is all, I think, really solid. I like the look of the comic. It doesn't go too heavy sci-fi. There's kind of a grounded style about it, I think the best way of putting it. Like, the ship he's on isn't fancy or crazy. There's something like utilitarian about it. It's kind of cold and, hey, here's a bunch of lockers type of thing. And then the world itself, like just his life, is it's pretty grounded, basic stuff. Like, there's nothing flashy about it, and I don't mean that in a negative way that the art's not flashy, but like the world's not flashy. It just feels very realistic and realistic, I think, is the best way of putting it. So yeah, as always, this is a fantastic series. Highly recommend it. I think it was one of the best things to come out of, it's coming out this year right now. You can go get it. This is in comic shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, it'll tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You support us as well. And just watch our videos, support us, so thank you for that. As always, if you are into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games. you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.